Hi everybody, I'm going to revisit the dog earring because I think some people are getting it wrong. I must admit it's not that easy to get absolutely right, but here we go anyway. As you know, I do this so that you can reduce your dog detailing by quite a substantial amount. It's maybe 80–90% if you do it right. So first of all, as I said in the original video, you actually cut into your blade here, both sides of course. The measurements are in the other video, and then you actually bend it out, as you've seen me before, with a screwdriver like this on both sides. So you've got like two little fingers, haven't you, pointing towards the ends of the blade, as you can see there. I hope you can see that alright. So these point right to the tips and stop the tips of the rubber blade from bending round and riding up the rubber. Of course it will ride over sometimes, even in at the best of times, but it requires a little bit of skill as well. But of course it requires a bit of setting up as well when you've done this. So once you prise them out with a screwdriver like that, sometimes they can actually distort a bit and get to the wrong angle, even though they might be pointing in the right direction. Let me see which side. Now this side here, I don't know whether you can actually see that, is slightly incorrect. It's like twisted in the wrong plane there. So what I'm going to do is bend it the right way. There you go. Now it's pointing a little further down. That's what you want, maybe a bit more. So what you want is it to be forwards, the split forwards there, pointing right towards the corner, but also in the correct angle here. You can see there. I could do with a better camera, I know, but you see that plane there. Sometimes the back end here, whether you can see that bit there, will bend downwards towards the blade, and again, if you get a pair of pliers and just adjust that, make sure that's not actually pushing the blade out of the way. Just lift it up a little bit, see, so it's not actually pushing the blade. If anything, you want just this tip to be pushing the blade into the glass. But with all these things, don't overdo it. And that one maybe needs a little bit of twisting as well. See which way I'm doing it? Twisting it forwards here towards the tip of the blade, now that it's been levered apart with a screwdriver, as I showed you before. And once again, this bit here, make sure it's not actually digging into the blade. I'm just going to make sure it's not by prising it upwards a little bit, just a little bit. There you go. So that's set up pretty good now, and with most of the tools I've done this to, it's absolutely tremendous. If you get it right, it's a real revelation, especially if you're using a blade on the pole, because then you don't have to put a detailing tool on the end of the pole, because it's already done it for you. It's got right into the edges without riding up over the rubber, so the sides at least don't need detailing. Now when you've got one of these in your hand, of course, the top edge and all the edges don't really need any detailing. If anything, it's when you're closing out, but that applies with the blade that's been done or otherwise. Okay, that's as far as we need to go with that at the moment. As I say, don't overdo it, but just give it a go and you might be surprised. So there you go, job done.